Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth. I'm so excited about today's video because I'm going to be swatching all 12 of the brand new ZOYA polishes for summer 2019. This is the Barefoot collection. You guys know how much I love ZOYA. I'm absolutely obsessed with ZOYA. They are my favorite brand, so I always get so excited when they come out with new collections. So without further ado, let's get right into the swatches. The first shade up is Joey, and this is described by ZOYA as a warm light pink cream. And this is their regular brush. Just so you know, I will be swatching some of this collection with their wide brush as well, and I will let you know when those shades are coming up. This one has already an excellent formula. It is a tad streaky, which is to be expected with newer polishes, especially with a lighter shade like this. But it seems to be self-leveling quite nicely. I love ZOYA cream polishes. They're always amazing. And this one is just such a really nice, fresh color. So there is the first coat of Joey. Here is the second coat of Joey. So I think this one covers really nicely in two coats. If you do thinner coats, you might want to do a third. I may do a third just so you can see what it looks like, because I still see just a couple patches. Again, to be expected with a brand new fresh out of the bottle polish. The formula is going to be a bit on the thinner side, but ZOYA has an amazing cream formula, as you can see with this one. So I am going to do a third coat, but I really don't think you'll need it as you use this polish more. So there is two coats of Joey. And here's the third coat of Joey, and this one I know will definitely cover completely in 3 coats. And like I said, depending on how thick or thin your coats are will totally depend on how many coats you'll end up needing with this polish. Another thing I love about ZOYA though is that their polishes dry amazingly fast, so you're not having to wait around for your coats to dry if you do end up needing a couple more coats than normal. I really love this one. I think it's going to be a great transition shade from spring to summer, and it will just look great in the summer as well, especially if I get a little bit more tan, but I like it with my skin tone now as well. So there is 3 coats of Joey. So this is Tessa, and Tessa can be described as a soft peach-toned salmon shade with a warm coral and coral micro shimmer running throughout it. So you can really see that gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer running throughout this shade. I like how it is a bit more of a muted shade. It's not so much in your face. I love shades that are super bright and neon for summer, but sometimes I just really like a nice muted shade as well. And I think this is going to be a great transition shade from spring to summer. Especially with that shimmer in there. I love shimmery polishes for summer because when the sun comes out, your nails just look gorgeous. So there is the first coat of Tessa. Here is the second coat of Tessa. So the first coat was a tad bit sheer, a little bit streaky, not much, and the second coat is really covering quite nicely. This one is one I think you could totally wear as more of like a sheer nude polish, but if you wanted to build it up, that's totally possible. As you can see, 2 coats is pretty much completely opaque. I will do a third just so you can see it completely opaque because there are still some streaks, but nothing too bad. It self-levels really nicely. I mean, it's ZOYA, so it's going to be an amazing polish. And I feel like this is a polish that's hard to do when you have that shimmer in there, but you also want it to be an opaque polish. So I think this one is super, super unique and really pretty. And here is the third coat of Tessa. The third coat covers completely. This polish is completely opaque in 3 coats. Totally could be possible that you could get this opaque in 2 coats, again with this polish being a brand new formula, and I like to do thinner coats. That is why I would need 3, but as this formula thickens up a bit, that totally will drop down to 2 coats. But as I mentioned, ZOYA dries super fast. You're not waiting around forever. And I really love this shade. I think it is so unique and just really gorgeous and be really pretty in the summer sun. So there is 3 coats of Tessa. So this one is Keira. And Keira can be described as being a medium sandy taupe shade with a light copper shimmer running throughout. And this one, honestly, is really surprising me right now because I saw it in the bottle. I thought it was going to be kind of one of those ugly shades that I didn't like, and now that it's on my nail, I can tell I already really like it. So this one has an outstanding formula. It's not streaky or patchy at all. It just is a tad bit sheer on that first coat. But you can really see that gorgeous shimmer running throughout it. And it's just a very interesting polish, and again, totally unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. So there is the first coat. Here is the second coat of Keira. And honestly, this one is, I think, completely opaque in two. We'll see what it looks like on my middle finger. But yeah, this one has an outstanding formula. And it just really is surprising me how much I like it. I think it would look nice on all skin tones as well. I think it's just a great neutral polish. Again, it's going to be gorgeous in the summer sun because it will look like a just nice neutral polish for everyday wear inside, and then you get outside and you just will be able to really see that shimmer beautifully. So yeah, I'm going to say that this one is completely opaque in two. I did a little bit of a thicker coat. I didn't mean to do that, but you might need 3 if you do super thin coats, but mine is completely opaque in two. So there is 2 coats of Keira. This is Marcy, and this is a shimmering, bright, hot coral. This one is so pretty. Definitely looks a little bit more red in the bottle, so I'm going to see if a couple more coats won't make it more true to color. But this one is so pretty. As you can see, amazing, amazing formula. It's not streaky at all, just a tad bit on the sheer side, but I think we all know ZOYA is definitely going to pull through because the formulas are amazing with these polishes. So there is the first coat of Marcy. Here is the second coat of Marcy. The second coat really builds up that color a little bit more true to the color in the bottle. It covers pretty much completely opaque in two. I can still see my nail line, and to be honest with you, if I were going to wear this one, which I am planning on wearing this one on its own for the summer, I probably would just do 2 coats because I'm not terribly picky when it comes to that. So I'm honestly going to say that this one is opaque in 2 coats, but depending on your preference, you might want 3, but honestly, I don't really think you can see any of my nail line on camera. It just is such a bright, gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I love nail polishes like this for summer, especially with that gorgeous shimmer in there. This is definitely going to be one that I reach for a lot this summer. This is Liza, and Liza is described as having a rich cardinal red shade to it. This one, I mean, can you see how amazing ZOYA cream polishes are? Basically covered completely in 1 coat. I will do 2 just so you can see what it looks like, see if the color builds up at all, but this is just an incredible formula and a really pretty shade. This is one that I'll totally wear on my nails, but I can definitely see this on my toes all summer. I love shades like this. And I just love how it's not a super bright red. It is a little bit muted, so it's a little bit more wearable. And again, it's going to be a great transition shade from spring to summer. So there is the first coat. Here is the second coat of Liza. And this one is completely opaque in 2 coats. I think this one is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm also excited to use this one in nail art. I think it'd be really gorgeous in a floral pattern. So if you guys would like to see some nail art using this entire collection, let me know in the comments. I've done videos like that in the past, but I haven't really gotten a whole lot of feedback on them, so I would love to know if you would like a video like that. But this polish I'm so impressed with, but I'm not surprised because ZOYA has amazing formulas. So there is 2 coats of Liza. This is Robbie, and Robbie is described as being a fizzy raspberry punch with some gold flecks. This one right off the bat has an incredible formula, not streaky at all, a tad sheer, but holy cow, this polish is packed with those gorgeous gold flecks in there. I, again, love polishes that have a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glitter to them for the summer, and I can totally see myself wearing this one. Definitely not for like everyday wear, but just a fun polish to throw on for the summer. And this would be another great one for your toes too, if you want a little bit of shimmer. So amazing formula. There is the first coat of Robbie. Here is the second coat of Robbie. And I think for me this one is completely opaque in 2 coats. I'm seriously so obsessed with this one. This was another one that really impressed me. I saw it in the bottle. I wasn't crazy about it, and now that I see it on my nails, I'm completely obsessed. I mean, how can you not with all of that shimmer and glitter in there? It's so pretty. Oh, I just love ZOYA. I get so excited every time they come out with a new collection because they are my favorite brand. I won't go on a whole rant about it again, but like I do in every video. But yeah, I just really love ZOYA, and I am so obsessed with this one. And this one is completely unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. This shade is Dacey, and as you can see, I am swatching it with the ZOYA wide brush. Now this shade is described as being the classic hot pink cream, and it even says from ZOYA that it is the perfect pedicure color. I would agree. I would love if my toes were this color for the summer, but I also think it is a gorgeous manicure shade. I wouldn't say this one's completely, totally unique to my collection. I do have a lot of hot pinks, but this one, it's from ZOYA, has an amazing formula, and now that I have transferred the brush out for this wider brush, I'll definitely be using this a lot. So there is the first coat of Dacey. Here is the second coat of Dacey. And this one is pretty much completely opaque in 2 coats. I can still see some patches around here, so I might do a third. But this one dried lightning fast, and you can see that swatching with a wider brush is a lot faster. I do love wider brushes for nail polish, but I wanted to show you half this collection swatched with the regular brush and half with the wider brush, just so you could see the difference. Totally your personal preference. I still love ZOYA's regular brush, but I do find that the wider brush is a little bit faster and easier to work with personally. Coat of Dacey. I don't think you'll always need a third coat of this one. I think 2 is pretty much completely opaque, but for me I did have some patching, but that is to be expected because this is a brand new polish. It has a little bit of a thinner formula, but once this one thickens up a bit, isn't super brand new, this will be a great staple, a hot pink polish for you for the summer. So there is 3 coats of Dacey. This is Rye, and Rye is described as being a cool toned magnolia purple cream. I will be honest with you, I have noticed ZOYA puts a lot, at least one purple in every collection. Totally not mad at it. I love purple polishes, but they can be quite similar. But I'll try to find some polishes I can compare this one to. They are really similar, however, I know they always look a little bit different on the nail. It just depends how many purples you want in your collection. This one is a really gorgeous, bright, cool tone purple. So if that's something you are looking for, then totally go for it. But if you do already have a couple purple polishes from ZOYA, you might not need this one. Here's the second coat of Rye. The first coat had a really great formula, and obviously it's going to be completely opaque in 2. ZOYA creams are fantastic, and again, they dry lightning fast, which is just amazing to me. So I really love this one. This one would also be a great pedicure color, as well as just a full color manicure, or honestly incorporating this one into some nail art would be gorgeous. So there is 2 coats of rye. Here's just a quick little purple comparison for you. As you can see, ZOYA purples are very similar, but they're not all exactly the same. So this is Yvette, and this was from their spring collection this year. This is Rye, the one I just swatched. This is Lois, and this is Maeve. So you can see that they're all very similar, but they're not exactly the same. This polish is called Walker, and this is described by ZOYA as being a deep ocean blue cream. Sorry, I was reading off of my phone. Took me a second there. But yeah, this one is really pretty. I will say the formula is a bit sheer, as you can see, but it will definitely build up. And this one, I don't have the original Sally Hansen Pacific Blue. I believe that was what it's called, that they discontinued to change the formula, but I would say that this one looks very similar to me. So if you do have the original, it would be really interesting to compare it to. So this one is a little bit sheer and patchy, but this is just the first coat, and we'll see how it builds up. Here is the second coat of Walker, and you can see it definitely covers really nicely in 2 coats. I can still see a few streaks, so I will do a third, but definitely not necessary. Now, I feel like a lot of you are going to be wondering how this one compares to Dory from ZOYA. Unfortunately, that polish is at college right now and I'm at home, so I can't physically compare it, but I will say I think Dory is a lot lighter of a shade. This one seems to be more of a deeper blue, so I don't think that they will be the exact same shade. This one is, I can already tell, it's just a very different blue, but hopefully someone else who has Dory with them will be able to compare. I know Walker, actually, over at Olive Ave Nails, kind of funny, this polish is called Walker, does a lot of comparisons, so if you want to check out her channel, I'm sure she will be comparing Dory to Walker. So there is 2 coats, I will do a third. And here is the third coat of Walker. This one covers completely in 3. Like I said, basically covers completely in 2, but I just wanted to make sure that it was completely opaque and the polish was, you know, the full color that it could be. But I'm obsessed with this one. It is so gorgeous. Definitely am using this one for nail art and just wearing it in general because I think it is such a gorgeous cream shade. So really beautiful polish from ZOYA. So this is 3 coats of Walker. This is Eleni, and this is a light seafoam blue shade. Got a little fuzzy there. So I was honestly most excited for this shade and the shade that I'll be swatching next when I first saw the press release for this collection. I thought it was so bright, springy, and also like good for summer. So this one has quite a sheer first coat. I will say a little bit streaky, to be expected with newer polishes and lighter shade polishes, but we'll see how this one builds up because I am so excited for this color. Here is a second coat of Eleni, and I can see this one is building up quite nicely in 2 coats, but it will need a third. I am doing thinner coats, and like I said, it is a brand new polish, so I'm not surprised that this one is a little bit streaky. I do wish it was a bit more opaque, but I'm not mad because this color is just so gorgeous. So it's perfect for the end of spring heading into summer. And honestly, I'll be wearing this one a lot and incorporating it into nail art because I think it's so gorgeous. So there is 2 coats. Here is the third coat of Eleni, and this one covers completely in 3. It is seriously such a gorgeous color, and honestly, I've seen polishes like this, especially from China Glaze, but I honestly don't think I have one that has this great of a creamy formula and that is so bright and beautiful. I'm so excited about this one. I think it's gorgeous, and as it gets a little bit older, like an older formula, it will thicken up a bit, so I'll only need 2 coats. But oh my gosh, look at this one, it's so pretty. This is the color of like basically everything in my room at school, so it just matches my aesthetic and I'm very excited about it. It is B, and I was most excited for this shade when I first saw the Barefoot collection. This is described as being a bright, uplifting, pale yellow with a warm undertone in the traditional ZOYA cream formula. Now this one again is a little bit on the streaky side. For the first coat I am doing a thin coat, and it is a brand new formula, but it is so gorgeous. I love yellow polishes for spring and summer, so I'm so excited about this one. So there's the first coat. Here is the second coat of B. And this one does cover pretty nicely in 2 coats, but I will need a third. And I know I feel like I keep repeating myself, but because it is such a brand new formula, it will be a little bit on the thinner side, but once it gets a little bit older, it'll thicken up and just be gorgeous. But I'm totally not mad that I'll need 3 coats for this one because it dries so fast, and I know that ZOYA polishes last super long. At least on my nails they have. So I'm just really excited about this one, and I just love yellow. I think it's such a beautiful nail polish shade, so I'm really excited for this one. So there is the second coat of B, and here is the third coat of B. This one covers completely in 3 coats, and it is, sorry I keep raving about this one, but it is such a beautiful shade. Just reminds me of sunshine and bright skies, and just makes me really excited for warmer weather that is finally coming. Waited all winter. And I just think that yellow nail polish also just looks really good on my nails. I really love wearing yellow nails, so I won't be surprised if this is the shade I decide to wear this week because I think it's so pretty. So there is 3 coats of B. Last but not least, this is Dallas, and Dallas is a clear base with silver glitter, large white hexagonal glitter, and small white glitter running throughout it. And it says to wear this fun sparkling polish topper with any of your favorite shades to add dimension to your look, like a clear, starry summer night. This one is, as you can see, will be great as a topper. The glitters really are really easy to evenly place, so it'll look gorgeous over any nail polish shade. But I will show you this one just on its own. Maybe I'll even do 2 coats just so you could see what it would look like on its own. And then definitely check out my Instagram at @theelizabethann so you can see what this polish looks like on top of other colors. Here is a second coat of Dallas, just so you could see if you wanted to wear this one on its own, you could for a really unique look. I really like those white glitters in there. I think this polish is so unique, and it'll be really fun for this summer. So there is 2 coats of Dallas, and I think this one is super fun and really pretty. So that is it for my live swatch and review of the new Barefoot collection from ZOYA for summer 2019. Crazy that we're already swatching polishes for summer. I'm so excited for summer to come, and I can't wait to start wearing all of these polishes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I really hope we can reach that goal. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you will be purchasing any of these polishes, and let me know what polishes were your favorite from this collection. Be sure to check out the link below. All of the information for purchasing this collection will be there. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.